Sorry about that. Um, if it's getting bigger, the number is getting closer to zero. So we had -2, -3, -2, -1, 0. And we know it's 5 units. +1, +2. So one of your points is going to be +2, 4. And if it's to the left, it's getting smaller, which means a negative absolute value is greater. So -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. So your 2 points is 2, +4, and -8, +4. A point is at -2, -1. What are the coordinates of a point that are 6 units away on the x-axis? So we know x-axis means there's a move on the x-axis and the y stays same. Okay. So whatever our answer is, it's going to have the same y at a -1. And if it's 6 units away, that means it could be 6 units away to the left or to the right. So there are two different answers. So let's say to the right, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, +4. So it could be +4, -1, or -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -8, -1. Right? 8 times 8 times 8 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Now we know an exponent is to multiply the base by itself to the amount multiplied. Now, what does that mean? Well, I see one, two, three groups of 8 all being multiplied by itself. So I'm going to keep the base, which is 8. And since it's multiplied by itself 3 times, the exponent is 3. What separates these two numbers is the operation times. So I'm going to put a times there. And it's 4 groups of 5. So 5 is the base. And it's four times. So it was 8 to the third power times 5 to the fourth power. Simplify 2 to the fourth power times 2 to the third power. Well, we know 2 to the fourth power is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And it says times 2 to the third power. We know that is 2 times 2 times 2. Well, if I was to simplify this or make it simpler, there's many ways to simplify it. Everything is 2 and it's being multiplied by itself. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 is being multiplied by itself 7 times, which is why it's 2 to the seventh power. Also, when you have the same base, right, with different exponents, you can go ahead and add these exponents. So 2 to the fourth times 2 to the third is going to be 2 to the seventh power. So now we need to write an algebraic expression for 4 more than twice the number x. Well, I know 4 is the number 4. I know more is to add twice a number x. So the x is the number, but it's twice the size of 2x. So let's say you have 2x. Your answer is going to be 2x plus 4 because you're adding 4 to twice the number x. A school has N students and 15 new students enrolled. So it had N students, but then it added 15 new students. N plus 6, 15. Because whatever the amount of students it has, if you just add 15, you'll find the total amount of students. A rectangle is 3.2 times the area of a square. So let's say the square is S and it's 3.2 times. So S times 3.2 or 3.2S or 3S plus 0.2S. Do you see what I'm doing here? So it could be S times 3.2 or 3.2S, or maybe 3S plus 0.2S. A recipe calls for X cups of flour. Marcus triples, which means times 3. Write an expression for a new amount of flour needed. So if he has X and its triple is just 3X. Josh had $45.60. Okay. So his total amount of money is $45.60. Okay. Now he bought 4 movie tickets. Each cost him Y dollars. If we have 4 movie tickets, we know it's 4 movie tickets, but we don't know how much the cost is, which is why this is a coefficient. And it says how much he has left. So he has money and then he's spending. If you're spending means subtracting. So he's subtracting $45.60 from the 4Y. And I have to have an equal sign because it's just an expression. A concert ticket costs T dollars. Sarah buys 5 tickets. Write an expression for the total cost. Well, if if the tickets cost a certain amount and Sarah buys 5, it's a coefficient at 5 being the amount of tickets and T being the cost per ticket. All right. And that is our first study session. Hopefully you did well. Have a good night.